Welcome to this beginner-friendly stretching routine for BJJ athletes. You don't need any equipment, just go on your mat and let's go.
We start this class in a seated position, so come into a cross-legged seat, and from here we want to bring our right shin to the chest. You can either do that just by holding on to the left foot and the right knee, sit upright and pull your foot to your chest like this, or if you're more advanced, you can hook your foot into your elbow and then just rock your leg like a baby. And this is really great to open up your hip, and especially if you're playing in guard, open guard, all types, or when you get stacked. This is really important in Jiu-Jitsu to have this area of the body mobile and flexible, so you stay injury free and you can keep training. And then we switch sides, so bring your right leg down, left leg up, and as I said, make sure you sit upright here. You don't want to make a round back, so push your chest out and move your leg, so all the different parts of your glutes and your piriformis get stretched out. And from here we come into a butterfly seated position, so bring the soles of your feet together, bring the heels closer to your butt cheek, and then let the knees fall apart to the side. Really relax your groin area, relax your shoulders. It's just preparing us for the next movement. You can even move your legs up and down, whatever you like. I'm throwing just ideas at you. And then we come into a 90-90 position, so bring your legs up like this. You have 90 degrees in both knees. And then you bring down your left leg first, then the right leg. And we keep this 90-degree angle in both legs. And from here, you want to bring your right hand to the left knee. The left hand is outside of your left leg. Keep both feet active, and then you want to open up your hips by lifting the right knee. Keep the chest up, and then lower down the knee again. 4 more times. Inhale, lift up. Just stand on your right heel. And 3. And exhale, down, inhale, 4, and exhale, and 5, inhale, and hold here. Keep breathing, but really squeeze the glutes, bring the knees as far apart as possible, and make sure your left knee is not lifting up. Keep breathing, 2 more breaths here. And with the next exhale, lower down the right knee and lean over your left leg. Just lean over it and move around. I like to move around in these poses so I get all the angles that never get stretched out. From here we lift up and then switch sides. So right knee down, left knee down, keep the 90-degree angle. Left hand on the left knee, right knee. Stand on your left heel and then lift up the left knee. And exhale, go down. 1. Inhale, 2. Keep the chest up. Exhale, 3 with the inhale. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 1 more. Hold. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Squeeze. Bring the knees as far apart as possible. And then slowly release and lean over your right leg this time. This is great for your lower back, your glutes again, and especially the lower back takes a lot of damage in Jiu-Jitsu, even if you notice it or not. But over the years, eventually, you're going to feel it in your lower back if you don't take care of it. So you want to strengthen it, but also work on your mobility, guys. And then lift up again. Shake out the legs. And then bring the legs far apart into a straddle seated position. And then we walk our hands forward, but we want to keep the chest up. So even if you cannot lean forward much, try to keep the spine straight. Especially most guys have tight hips. I include myself in that, and if I don't work on this stuff, I'm even more stiff. So if you never do this, you might have trouble with this movement. But it's so helpful to just work on hamstring and adductor flexibility. And as I said, your lower back will thank you for it. And again, I like to move around here, so I usually don't stay still. I don't tell you what to do in this pose. Just telling you, just go from side to side, work with different angles, whatever works for you. Every body is different and unique. And then release again. Shake out the legs. And then for last few poses, come onto your knees. Bring the knees underneath your hips. Walk your hands forward. Keep the hips above your knees. And then lower down your chest and your forehead to open up the chest. Especially important for us in Jiu-Jitsu because we always curl into little balls. Spine is always flexed, so we need to do some extension in the shoulders and in the spine. So you can rest your forehead or your chin on the floor. I keep my head lifted so you can hear me. But just go as far as you are comfortable with, and you need to be able to breathe normally and comfortably. So if you have trouble breathing, it's really difficult to relax. So back off a little bit. Same goes for Jiu-Jitsu, by the way. You want always to be able to control your breathing in difficult situations. And you will notice the difficult situations may get easier. And from here, we release. Shake out the arms. And from here, we come into a child's pose. Bring the knees mat width apart, sink the hips down to the heels. Walk your right hand forward and bring your left hand underneath your right armpit. Lay on the left side of your head. Look through your right armpit. Just 2 more breaths here. And then release and switch sides. Left hand underneath the right hand underneath the left armpit. Relax your face muscles. Release, and we come onto our bellies for Sphinx Pose. And if you've never done Sphinx Pose before, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, untuck your toes and your feet, press the tops of the feet into the mat, into the floor, and lift up from the chest and squeeze your glutes. Really push your hips into the floor so you protect your lower spine. Yeah, same as before, really great for you when you do jiu-jitsu, because this is a great counter stretch to all the forward folding, bending we do. So when you work on your mobility and your flexibility, make sure to include exercise poses that help you open up your body. You don't want to close all the time. Over the years, your body will take damage, and we have to take care of that as well as possible. 2 more breaths here. And release down. Shake out the hips. And to end this practice, bring your right arm out to the side, cactus arm position, so 90 degrees in the elbow. And then bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder and carefully roll over your right shoulder. You don't want to go too fast into this pose. This is like an Americana, you're doing it to yourself right now. So be gentle with that. And again, we are opening up the body. And release. And switch sides. Open your chest, open your shoulder. And release. Come into a comfortable seated position to close this practice. And as always, I recommend you to do some breath work, some meditation afterwards. And I want to thank you for joining this class. I have more videos like this on my channel. I have yoga for men, yoga for athletes, yoga for Muay Thai, and of course yoga for BJJ. So if you're interested in all of that, and I have breath work and meditations, yeah, just make sure to check that out. And if you enjoyed the videos, please engage with my content, like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And I want to thank you for joining, and I see you next time. Namaste.